Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Udinese had not lost a game at home in this season. Yeah, Udinese has not lost, from what I could see, a game at home this season, and Juventus had not lost a game yet this season. But it wasn't really that close. Like Udinese had some, not extremely good. No, if you look at the first half, Juventus was dumb. Like you can also see this is half where they scored both their goal, both an own goal and their goal, but it was not really out of control for Juventus at any time. It didn't feel like Udinese were actually close at keeping it after they got behind. Like even later, it didn't feel like Udinese was close. There was also a really bad collision between an Udinese player and the Juventus goalkeeper, which could have ended up in a bad injury for both of them. But luckily, none of them was injured and none of them got off the pitch. And that was probably the time where Udinese had the biggest chance. That was when this collision happened between the Udinese player and the Juventus player. But if we go like Juventus clearly was the better team. They had all the chances, they had all the possession, they even had one save. Udinese didn't have a good game. And in the second half, it got more even in terms of like expected goals. And Udinese actually tried to get back in the game, but again, it wasn't really big chances and it wasn't really creating problems for the Juventus keeper. So this was just a game where it never looked like Udinese actually had a chance after Juventus got in front 1-0 or 2-0. It just felt like it was never a game. It was actually a game between two streaks. It was just Juventus that keep their winning streak going without a draw. And this, as I will talk about it a little later tonight, I will talk about how to fix the standings. But yeah, Juventus, they keep their winning streak going. They keep being just behind Napoli even after the games. But we'll see. But Juventus, they were clearly in control of this game. There was not really anything Udinese did that was like a challenge. I know that Juventus only have 1.47 expected goals, but it just felt like a game where Udinese was never in it. It felt from minute 1 to minute 90 that it was just like Juventus are winning. Udinese cannot do anything. Udinese cannot do anything, and it's not really close. And this is where Juventus are going to be a really, really good team this year. Of course, they are. Juventus, it's very rare they are not a good team in the last years, but they're just keeping up the pressure on Napoli and Inter Milan at the top. And Udinese and it's just like I said, their goal is only survival, but 2 rounds ago they were in positions for top four. Now they are 3 points behind before playing games. But yeah, Juventus they win quite easy. It wasn't even close. It could have finished. I wouldn't say it could have finished more than 2-0. It felt like the Juventus players was satisfied by winning 2-0. It wasn't like they were pressing on to win 3 or 4. And I think this is why they're undefeated this season. Yes, they press for like 1 or 2 goals. And when they get behind, they are really heavy attacking, like in Inter Milan, where they get behind multiple times. But they're satisfied with just winning 1 or 2-0. If we look at their results, as you can see, they drew a Parma in the midweek, but they don't win that big. Like they won 3-0 against Genoa, and that's their biggest victory this season. Oh, they won 3-0 or 2. They're not really a team to score a lot of goals. Like they have 3 games where they've scored 3-0. They have 4 games this season where they've scored no. There are 5 games this season where they scored 3-0, but 2 of them was in Champions League where they played against one of the best defenses in RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga. And the other was against Fiorentina that has seemed to be the easiest challenge in the Champions League. But in the Serie A, they're just not a high-scoring team. The most goals scored was 4 against Inter, and that was an anomaly for Derby d'Italia, which this was, but this was a normal game for both teams. Like Juventus is not a team to score a lot of goals. They are very satisfying with being in front and keeping this undefeated streak going. Like I would like to actually see if they were drawing 0-0 in the game at some point, and if they actually will try hard to score to get to 1-0, or if they're satisfied with winning 1-0. And this is where this Juventus team is going to be interesting to watch the season if they can go undefeated all season. Their defense is, I know I showed a game when I played for 4, but the defense is actually really, really good. And if we look at the lineup, most looks ratings, like it's not like Juventus have high ratings, so they're not actually playing that well in this game. They just win 2-0, and the goalkeeper made no goal. But yeah, so it's not, but they're not really challenged in this game. The only time they're really challenged is when they play some of the better teams, but they seem satisfied with either 0-0 or 1 or 2 goals. They're not really a team that's going to go and say, we want to win 4-0, we want to win 5-0. They think like, oh, we would rather just win 2-3-0 and then stop there. Or if they have 1-0, you will probably see them defending for their life. But yeah, like they're clearly relying on the defense this year, and so yeah, they're again a more defending team than an attacking team, where it feels like Inter and Napoli are the opposite. They are more attacking teams than defending teams. Like I know Napoli also don't win high, but they are not as clinical. But again, Juventus is a clinical team. But yeah, Juventus had an easy game against Udinese, which are we surprised? If we look at head to head, Juventus won, they lost, they won, they won, they won. Sure, they won, they drew, won, lost. So in the last, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the last 10, they have won 7 games. This is for them the easiest, not an easy game, but this is a game they often win. But again, as you can see, 2-0, 1-0. 2-0, they lost 1-0, 1-3-0, 1-1. As a Juventus is not a high scoring team this season, which we will probably see in the standings later. But yeah, what will is Juventus is a strong defensive team, but they're also not a team that will try to beat. Like a team I always often would say is a team that try to win the high crossover is the team like Bayern Munich in Germany. They will just keep going. If they smell fear, they will just keep going trying to beat you as high as possible there. Juventus, at least this Juventus feels like, okay, we have to know let's play safe and also not risk injuries, but also not risk the result. So yeah, Juventus beat Udinese 2-0. Great game. Udinese was never will in the game. Anyway, to my left, there will be another YouTube video recommended, and to my right, you can subscribe to, or down below right, you can subscribe, and down below left, there will be another video. Yeah. Anyway, see ya for the next video, which will be Monster vs AC Milan and probably a rundown of the game. See ya.